What I do is the overwhelming majority of the tips that I come up with are issues I'm running into while I'm out here working. Okay, today's is creating a deer flow. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right here. Behind me is a long wooded ridge. Where it starts to taper on the end back there, Mr. Big is bedding right there. I found a shed there this spring. And all sorts of reconics data has shown us over and over and over that that's not the only place he beds, but that is one of his primary daylight core areas right back there. He goes ahead, he spends his daylight there, he either comes this way, that way, or that way. Food in each direction. So, how can we set up a flow for Mr. Big that works for us? We know he's bedded right back there. So the first question is what works for me? Well, behind you is a field. Okay, that's his destination. He works the wooded oak ridge up this way. If there's some acorns on the ground, he picks his way at the acorns and goes out to the ag field. Okay, so that's great. But he's only doing that approximately 25% of the time. We want to increase that. So how can we increase that? Well, there happens to be a triple tree just 15 yards that direction. This right here, we happen to have a mineral lick here, which I'll talk about in a second, but this right here is his staging area for that field. That field is no more than 10 yards in that direction. Okay, we have a mineral lick here. That helps. We will stop our mineral usage at the end of July, but we are starting to create a flow already. He beds back there, he gets up, he comes here, he goes ahead and hits that mineral lick. Great. And as I said, crystal clear. And the most important part is that there is a tree 15 yards that way, a triple tree that I'm going to go ahead and slap a primal ladder stand up in. Okay. That way we have a wind like this, we are golden. We can go ahead and sneak in from over there, pop up in there. In other words, the details isn't what's important. What is important is that we have a location that we can consistently get to, hunt, and get out of without deer realizing we're there. That is where it all begins. Then we build around that. We put the mineral lick right there. Okay, that mineral lick starts encouraging him to go that way. Then out on that field, we are going to go ahead and put Antler King Trophy Clover. We are going to put Honey Hole. We are going to put a combination of 3 parts cereal rye, fall, winter, spring, 1 part lights out oats. Top seed the brassicas with that, and the farmer also is planting soybeans. We will top seed some of those soybeans with that. He can go that way and get soybeans. He can go this way and get soybeans, and he can go that way and get soybeans. He goes this way, he can get soybeans, he can get clover, he can get brassicas, he can get cereal rye, and he can get oats. So we have taken what he's already doing, bedding back there and feeding here, and we just put it on steroids. We made it so that he has all the reason in the world to go this way compared to those other directions. That is how I create a deer flow. That is how, more specifically, I create a deer flow that works for me. When you're trying to create a deer flow, the very first thing you do is you find those low impact stand options and you build around them. You find the low impact stand options, then you find those low impact options that actually already are being utilized by Mr. Big, such as this one right here. You are always better off when trying to create a deer flow to put what the deer are already doing on steroids rather than trying to get them to do something new or something they haven't done before. We've got a mineral lick here because it is legal. We'll have that this summer. That helps condition him to head this direction anyway. Then out there, we are going to have clover. We are going to have brassicas, cereal rye, oats, and soybeans. We gave him all the reason to take this corridor right here and go out there, creating a deer flow that works for us, not against us.